Good afternoon. Again, happy Wednesday. My name is Monica Bright, and welcome to Chair Yoga once again with the Alderman Matt O'Shea's office and myself. I'm glad to be with you guys again this afternoon and share some practices, movement, and yoga together. So, uh, if you are practicing on a chair without a rug underneath you, just make sure that you are on a steady surface and your chair won't slide from underneath you. We want you to be as stable as possible. If you are on a carpeted surface, then that's fantastic. Make sure you have a chair that doesn't have arms on the side, because we'll need for your arms to be free in order to practice this afternoon. So if you have on shoes today, you might consider taking them off. I have on sandals, so I have easy access to the bottoms of my feet. But in last week's session, we practiced a little bit of self-massage, and so I would like to massage the bottoms of your feet while we practice this afternoon. It feels so wonderful to massage the bottoms of your feet. So if you have on shoes and they lace up, just make sure you can take them off easily. But if you have on shoes where you can access the bottoms of your feet, then you're more than welcome to keep them on. So come to a seat if you're not seated already, and scoot your behind all the way towards the back of your chair so that your back rests against the chair. And then take your hands. We'll start with your arms by your sides, elbows close to your rib cage, and just turn your palms up towards the ceiling. With your awareness to the bottoms of your feet, you might feel like your heels lift away from the ground. Maybe they don't touch all the way. Mine don't. But if the soles of your feet touch the ground all the way, just feel the firmness of the ground underneath you. And with your palms towards the ceiling, just take your fingers and straighten your fingers all the way and just expose your palms towards the ceiling. Maybe feel a little bit of stretch on your palms. And then let your fingers curl. Just let your joints get soft so that the stretch sensation dissipates. It goes away. Do it again. Reach your fingers forward. Maybe if you think about like a back bend with your hands, you do that, right? So fingers might point down in front of you, or maybe your fingers are just straight forward. It's okay. And then curl your fingers. Let your joints relax. Do that one more time. Just reach your fingers forward. Maybe turn your fingers down towards the ground. And then relax your fingers. Let your fingers curl. Take your palms together to touch in front of your heart. Stay right here and start to rub your hands against one another. So you can start slow and then begin to increase the speed as you rub your hands. Maybe you feel like your palms start to warm up a little bit. Just keep going. And then release that. Just take your palms apart from one another. And then place both hands on top of your heart, so it doesn't matter which hand touches first. Just take the other hand and put it on top. And just receive the heat that you created from the palms of your hands. And maybe you actually feel heat over your heart, or you just imagine the heat as it comes in. Close your eyes or soften your gaze down towards your floor. With your hands over your chest, just take a deep breath in through your nose. Feel your upper chest lift. And when you exhale, just feel it lower. Just follow that movement. We'll take 2 more breaths. Breathe in. And breathe out. Do that one more time. Deep breath in. Can you see your rib cage move? And breath out. Release your hands, open your eyes. Just place your palms down on your thighs. So a slight bend in your elbows so that your arms just relax by your sides. So no efforting here, just loose. And take your right ear to your right shoulder. Circle your chin down towards your chest. When you do that, notice what you feel and where you feel it. Left ear to left shoulder. Lift your chin away from your chest so you look forward while you stretch on the right side of your neck. And then again, take your chin towards your chest and circle your right ear to your right shoulder. Do that one more time to the left through center. And then back to center and over towards the right. Bring your head back to center. Stay right here. Now lift your gaze. Look up towards the ceiling. Notice if you feel a stretch on the front of your neck, try to hold that. Bring your chin towards your chest so nothing moves, just your head. Again, lift your chin. Look up towards the sky. And exhale, chin towards your chest. We'll do that one more time. Lift your chin, look all the way up. Exhale, chin towards your chest. Lift your head through center. I lost my voice. Excuse me. Lift your head through center. Now turn your chin over your right shoulder. Then switch. Look over your left shoulder. Again, turn your chin over your right shoulder. And back over your left. Now bring your head back to center. Stay right here. Take your right ear to your right shoulder. Just your left arm, reach your left arm out at a diagonal, right? So your wrist and your arm not parallel with the ground. You're just at an angle. And lift your head back to center. Take your left hand on your thigh and switch sides. Left ear to left shoulder. Reach your right arm out at an angle. Stay right here. Lift your head through center. Take your right hand and place it on top of your right thigh. We'll add a little bit of movement to that. Take your right ear to your right shoulder. Reach your left arm out at an angle. Stay here with your left arm. And just turn your chin down towards your right shoulder. Turn your chin forward towards the front. Lift your head. Place your left hand on your thigh. And switch left ear to left shoulder. Reach your right arm out. Then turn your chin. And look past your left shoulder, towards the ground. Place your right hand on your thigh. Turn your chin forward and lift your head back through center. All right. Take your palms together to touch. So this movement is going to be with the upper half of your body. Nothing in the lower half of your body moves. You just lift the back of your torso away from the chair and start to lean forward towards the front. When you do that, so this doesn't have to be a whole lot of movement, but notice if you feel your abdominal muscles engage. So they engage in order to keep you from falling forward towards your lap. And then take the back of your torso and rest it against the back of your chair. Let's do it again. Take your chest forward towards the front until the point where you reach and you feel on the front line that you engage. And when you exhale, bring your upper back to the back of your chair. Do that one more time. Just come forward Yes. And then lean back. Once you lean back, you just feel your belly soften. Take your arms down by your sides. Take your hands to your chair. Scoot your body forward a little bit so that you sit near the front edge of your chair so that your arms can bypass the sides of your chair and the soles of your feet root down to the ground completely. Take your right arm and reach it straight up towards the ceiling. And when you do, stay right here and reach your right fingertips even higher towards the sky. Maybe you could sense like your spine gets a little bit longer or taller. Breathe in. And exhale, bend your right elbow and place your right hand on your thigh. We'll switch sides. Lift your left fingertips, reach right overhead towards the ceiling. Once you reach, can you grow and get a little bit taller? Breathe in. And exhale, bend your left elbow and place your hand on your thigh. This time, take your right arm down by your side. Then we'll reach forward towards the front and take your arm over your head towards the ceiling. Now, if your arm stops before your head, that's fine. If your arm is next to your head, that's fine too. Stay right here, wherever your arm is. From your belly, just lift and pull the top of your head towards the ceiling, right? Just imagine length in your spine. Take your right fingers forward, circle down, place your hand on your right thigh, then left arm hangs down by your side. Reach your left fingertips forward, then all the way up. And again, it doesn't matter whether your arm comes by the side of your head or if it reaches forward. Just be okay with where the arm is, okay? Root into your seat. Lift the top of your head towards the ceiling. Can you feel your spine grow? Breathe in. And then exhale, soften the reach, and take your left arm down by your side. Place your left hand on your left thigh. Now we're going to cross your arms. So take your left arm over your right and your right arm underneath your left and hold on to the outsides of your thighs. And if your hands are on top of your thighs, that's fine too. Just whatever feels good to you. Now tuck your chin towards your chest. And as you round your back, just feel broad across your upper back. So you can push into your hands if you want to push your chest away from your thighs. Keep your hands where they are, then breathe in, lift your chest, come all the way back up to a seat. And we'll do that one more time as you lean back, tuck your chin towards your chest, let your forehead fall, and then breathe in, sit all the way up and come back to center. Switch the cross. So you take your left arm underneath your right, hold on to your thighs or your outer thighs. And round and curl your spine, chin towards your chest. Just lean as you slouch. Stay right here for a moment and notice if your breath is compromised. We'll play with that in a little bit. And then breathe in, lift your chest and come up to a seat and do that one more time. Just curl, round, chin towards your chest. Lift your chest and come all the way up to a seat. Uncross your arms and just place your hands on your thighs. Now to just notice how your breath could be compromised when you take your shoulders forward and round. We're going to stay right here with a neutral spine. And just take a deep breath in through your nose. And breathe out. And do that 2 more times and just notice how deep the breath is that you can take in. And breathe out. And then the last time, deep breath in. And breath out. Now, keep your hands where they are. Just take your shoulders forward. And as you slouch forward, with your chest towards your thighs, try to take a deep breath here and notice if the depth of your breath is as long as it was before, or if it's shortened. Continue to breathe right here and just notice how your breath is compromised a bit while your ribs kind of hang towards your pelvis. And slow, lift your chest and come all the way up to a seat. Now stay right here with a neutral spine, shoulders back just a bit. And now pay attention to the quality of your breath. Is it deeper on the inhale and is it longer on the exhale? Last breath. Nice. Now take your arms down by your sides. As you take your arms down by your sides, just sway your arms forward and back. Just move. You can move at your wrists, your elbows, your shoulder joints. Just let everything be loose. Notice what you feel while you sway your arms forward and back. Maybe take your arms out. You could cross them in front if you want to. All right, and come to center. Take your right hand, hold on to the right side of your chair. So underneath it, just grab onto it. Lift your left arm up towards the ceiling. Remember to reach a little bit more so that you find more length in your spine. And reach over towards the right. Keep your hips down on your chair. Just feel a big stretch up the left side of your torso. Stay right here with your arm over your head. And then just your chin, turn your chin down towards the ground on the right side. And turn your chin forward. And we'll do that one more time. Turn your chin down. And then look forward. Bend your left elbow, take your hand to the side of your head, and lift your head and come back to center. Now remove your left hand, take it and your arm down by your side. Hold on to the left side of your chair. If you need to scoot over, you can. Lift your right fingertips towards the ceiling. Grow a little bit taller. Exhale, reach over towards the left. You can bend your left elbow. Notice if you want to turn your chest towards your left thigh, try to resist that. So pull your right shoulder back. Stay in this side bend. Turn your chin down towards the ground on the left side. Just look towards your floor. And turn your chin forward towards the front. We'll do that one more time. Just turn down. And look forward. Bend your right elbow. Take your hand to the side of your head and lift your head and come back to center. And remove your right arm and just take it down by your side. All right, now feel the soles of your feet touch the ground, right? And if you scoot it back, come back forward so that the soles of your feet touch the ground a lot, right? Hands can be on your thighs. Just peel your right heel away from the ground. So when you lift, you just lift it so that it's like you pretend like you have on high heel shoes. This is like my favorite because I kind of stopped wearing high heel shoes. A few years ago, they got uncomfortable, but I can pretend by just lifting my heel away from the ground and lower your heel back down towards your floor. We're going to do that 2 more times on the right side. So lift your right heel and then lower your right heel. Do that one more time. Lift it. Notice what you feel when you peel your heel away from the ground and then lower it back down. Now switch to the left side. Lift your left heel. Then lower it. Again, lift. And lower. And the last time, just let your left heel rise. And then push it back down towards your floor. Now, whether you have shoes on or not, if you have room and space for your toes to move, you could keep your shoes on, right? But if you prefer you're at home in the quiet of your own home, you can take your shoes off. Just lift your toes away from either the floor or the soles of your shoes. And then lower your toes back down. Do that one more time. As you peel your toes up, notice if you start to feel like a little bit of engagement on the front of your shins. And lower your toes back down. You can do that one more time. All 10 toes. Lift your toes up towards the ceiling. And then back down towards your floor or the soles of your shoes. Come forward a little bit more in your chair. Now on the right side, just straighten your right leg forward towards the front. So you'll flex your ankle, right? And then point your toes forward. You can hold on to your chair if that makes you feel more stable. Do it again. Just flex, maybe push your heel forward and away from you. And then lower your foot back down on the ground. And do it one more time. So we're just stretching the muscles on the backs of your legs, back of your right leg with this ankle movement. Place the sole of your right foot down on the ground. Bend your right knee. Put your right foot underneath your knee. Then switch to the left side. Left leg goes forward. Flex your ankle. Push your heel away from you. Then point your toes forward. Maybe you could lower the sole of your left foot down to the ground. Again, send your heel forward as you pull the top of your foot back. And take the sole of your foot down towards your mat. And do that one more time. Just push forward with your heel. And exhale, lower the sole of your foot down towards your mat. Bend your left knee, slide your left foot onto the floor underneath your knee. Now I'll add on a little bit to that. So straighten your right leg forward. You're going to flex your right ankle and just lift the sole of your foot away from the ground. You can take both of your hands to your right thigh, or if you want to hold on to your chair with your left hand, you could do that. Feel stable. Right? Either slide both hands down your right leg or just take your right hand and slide it down. Try to reach towards your foot. And then come back up. We'll do that 2 more times. So just increasing the intensity of the stretch underneath your right leg. You slide your hands forward towards your foot. And pull back. And do that one more time. Slide down with your hand. And then pull back and come up to a seat. Bend your right knee. Place your right foot down on the ground and switch sides. Straighten your left leg. Flex your ankle. Pull your toes back towards you. Either just your left hand on your thigh and your right hand on your chair, or both hands on your left leg and just fold forward. Then pull back, come up to a seat. Again, 2 more times. Slide your hand down your legs. So remember, we did a little bit of self-massage last week. This is like another area that you can massage, right? The whole leg. Last time, slide your hands forward down your leg. And come all the way up to a seat. Once you come up to a seat, bend your left knee and place your foot on the ground. Hold on to the sides of your chair and then just start to stomp your feet on the ground. So this, it doesn't have to be like really loud or really hard, right? It can be light. And then as you stomp your feet on your floor, just notice what it feels underneath the soles of your feet as you make connection. You could stay here with your hands, or you could take your arms by your sides and then just sway your arms. Again, let the movement be fluid, let it be just free. Right? And then we'll slow down and meet in stillness. Keep your hips at the front of your chair. Now we'll walk your feet a little bit wider. So not so far wide. So we'll just go just towards outer hips. Yeah. And then take your hands, place your hands on your thighs, a little bit of spinal rotation here. So do it as much as you want. Just push into your left hand, turn your chest towards your right arm. And then come back to center and do that towards the left. Just turn. Come back to center. Notice if it feels really good just to twist side to side, right to the right. Nice, and then back over towards the left. And then come back to center. When you come back to center, now step your feet a little bit wider. Scoot your hips a little bit more forward on your chair so that you're near the front edge. And you can hold on to your chair again here if you want to. I'm just going to sway your knees side to side. And as you sway your knees side to side, you'll lift like the soles of your feet away from the ground so that you can turn your knee in a little bit more. So we're working here movement at your hip joint. So just moving your hips through internal, and external rotation. Now this time, turn towards the right. Stay right here. And as you turn towards the right, maybe you turn right a little bit more so that your left knee sort of just hangs down underneath your thigh. Okay? Maybe walk your left foot back a little bit more. So you could be here, and that could be just where you are, and it feels great being right there. Just stay right there. Just try to incorporate a little bit of a stretch on the front of the thigh, so a quad stretch. You can hold on to your chair if you like. And then help yourself back to center. When you come back to center, turn towards the left. When you turn towards the left, hold on to your chair. When you walk your right foot back a little bit so that your right knee points straight down towards the ground. And come back to center. Help yourself. When you come back to center, you can scoot towards the center of your chair. Hold on to the sides of your chair and lift your right foot away from the ground. And then put it back down. And do the left side. Lift your left foot. Put it down. You can keep your hands where they are. If you like, take your hands underneath your thigh. Pull your right knee in. Maybe you round your upper back and just take your face towards your right knee. And then lower, come back to center and switch sides. Lift your left foot. Your hands can stay on the sides of your chair. Just round your back. And lower your left foot. We'll do that again on the right side. Lift your right foot. If you want your hands underneath your thigh, do that. And lower. And the left foot, lift. Round your upper back. Lower your left foot down towards your floor. Now take your right leg, cross your right leg over your left. And you could scoot your hips a little bit further back in your chair. So if you want to feel the support of the back of your chair, do that. So with your legs crossed over one another, round your forehead forward, take your shoulders forward, and maybe try to kiss your right knee, or just take your nose towards your knee and try to smell your right knee. If it had a smell, what would it be? Lift your chest and come up to a seat. You're going to do that 2 more times and then add on round and curl. Maybe kiss or smell your right knee. And lift your chest, come up. And last time, round and curl. And this time, if you want to, you could just let your arms hang down by your sides. When you release your arms by your sides, it makes it feel like your torso is heavier. So you might feel like more of a stretch with your arms down. Then hands to the sides of your chair and lift your chest and come all the way up to a seat. Nice. Uncross your right leg. Switch the cross. Take your left thigh over your right. Hands can stay right where they are to start these first 2 times. Just curl around, shoulders forward, chin in. And then lift your chest and come up. Twice more. Round and curl. lift. This last time, just round and curl. Can you, as you round, just like let that movement just be without trying to force any kind of movement. Maybe arms down by your sides as you hang from your shoulder joints. Place your hands back on the sides of your chair. Lift your chest and come all the way back up to a seat. Uncross your left leg from your right. Now take your right leg, you're going to cross it over your left knee. So right knee points towards the side of your room. So you don't have to have ankle over knee necessarily. You could have a little bit higher than your ankle to cross. If you have shoes on your right foot, I'm going to take them off. And I'm just going to use my thumbs inside my sandals and massage the bottom, the soles of my feet, my foot, right at the arch, right? So the arch between your heel and the ball mount of your foot. It's a soft structure and includes a lot of fascia. So we're just trying to massage the soft tissues. Right, and just notice how like wonderful that feels to massage your own feet. Just a couple more breaths here. Just use your thumbs. You could use your fingers if you want to. Just dig in underneath the arch of your foot. All right, and then release your hands from your foot and notice how right foot feels compared to the left. Keep your right ankle over your left knee, so keep this cross of your legs. And then you'll come forward. You'll take your forearms on your shin. And this time, instead of coming into a rounded back, keep your shoulders back and then slide your heart forward. Stay right here. Take your right ear to your right shoulder. Lift your head through center, switch left ear to left shoulder. Come back to center. Take your hands to your leg and lift your chest, come up to a seat. Help your right leg, right foot down on the ground. Does the right foot feel like it connects to your floor or the sole of your foot a little bit more than the left side, especially after that foot massage? And you'll take your left leg and cross your left leg over your right so that your left knee points out towards the side. And then take your thumbs. I like to start with my thumbs. Take your thumbs underneath the arch of your left foot. And stroke the bottom of your left foot just forward from your heel all the way, or in front of your heel, all the way forward towards the ball mount of your foot. If you want to use your fingers, your right hand, just dig underneath the sole of your left foot. Use all four of your fingers underneath your foot, and you could use your thumb on the top of your foot just to stroke down towards your toes. And then when you're ready, let's remove your right hand from your left foot. Again, you'll take your forearms to your shin and just lean forward. Shoulders back, chest forward. Left ear to left shoulder. Keep your chin away from your chest. Just look forward. And lift your head back to center and switch right ear to right shoulder. And then lift your head back to center. When you're ready, walk your hands onto your leg and come all the way up to a seat. Then help your left leg to uncross from your right. All right, take your arms out to opposite sides of your room. And if you want to scoot all the way towards the back of your chair and lean back, that's fine. I'm going to flip your palms up towards the ceiling. And then flip your palms back down towards the ground. And then again, flip up and down. Do that one more time. Just flip your palms up and then turn them back down. Keep your left hand down. Flip your right palm up towards the ceiling. Now turn your gaze over your right shoulder and look at your right fingers. Now try to reach your torso towards your right fingers, but reach your right fingers towards the right side of the room. And then come back to center and switch. Turn your left palm up and your right palm down. Turn your chin over your left shoulder. Look towards your left fingers. Now try to reach your left fingers and pull your left fingers towards the left side of your room and then come back to center. Do it again to the right. Just flip your right palm up and reach. And then switch back to the left and reach left. Nice. Now come back to center. Bend your elbows, face your palms forward. Take your elbows and your forearms together to touch. Maybe just your palms together. Squeeze your elbows towards one another. Then open your arms. Do that one more time. Palms together. Squeeze your elbows. Then open. This time straighten your arms. Take your arms forward towards the front. Cross your right arm under your left. Then bend your elbows. Make a V with your forearms. Lift your elbows away from your chest. Then exhale, pull them down. If you want, you can take hands to your shoulders and the same thing. Just lift your elbows up. And exhale, pull down. Do that one more time. Lift your elbows. And then pull down. Straighten your arms. Open your arms back out. And then switch the cross. So right arm over your left. Bend your elbows. You can hold on to your shoulders if you like. Lift up. And then pull down. Do it again. Breathe and lift. Exhale, lower. One more time, lift. And then lower. Straighten your arms. Take your arms back to opposite sides of the room. Take your arms down by your sides and notice if your arms feel worked or tired. Mine do a little bit. All right. So take your body forward towards the front. We're going to take those movements and put them together. Those last couple of movements that we did. So you're going to take your right leg and cross your right leg over your left. So like you're sitting at the dinner table, right? Take your arms out to a T, and then cross your right arm underneath your left. Bend your elbows. Stay here. You can keep your hands right where they are, or again, you can take your hands to opposite shoulders. It's your choice. Now we're going to round and curl. So take your elbows towards your right thigh or your right knee. So remember we rounded your chest towards your lap before and you couldn't take as deep a breath before. So we're here again. And lift your chest, come back up. We're going to do that just one more time. There's round and curl. If you think about this, as far as the yoga pose, it's like a seated variation of eagle pose. Straighten your arms. Take your arms out. Then arms down by your sides. Uncross your right leg from your left and switch the cross of your leg. So left thigh crosses over your right. So it's an outer hip stretch, right? For the lower half of your body. Arms out. Cross your left arm underneath your right. Bend your elbows. Stay here or take your hands to your shoulders. And with this arm variation, so the cross of your arms is an upper back stretch as well. One breath in. Then when you round and curl, just take your chin forward, take your elbows to your left thigh. It's a back stretch too. If you think about when you round, your shoulder blades separate and your spine folds forward. Lift your chest, come up. Do that one more time, round and curl. And lift your chest. Straighten your arms. Take your arms out, arms down by your sides. Uncross your legs and place your feet on your mat. All right. So I'm going to have a couple of hand arm variations for this. We're going to sit and stand just to practice that movement. If sitting and standing repeatedly is too much for you, then you could stay seated and lift one foot and then the other and lower them back down towards the ground. If sitting and standing feels okay for you, you can either keep your arms by your sides as you stand, or you can take your hands to opposite shoulders and hold on. So that's going to be a little bit more labor intensive, right? You have to use your abdominals a little more, right? I'll show you each variation because we'll do it a few times. So if you're just lifting your feet away from your mat, just continue to do that. If you're coming with me, either take your arms by your sides, lean forward. We've been here before where you engaged your abdominals, right? And then push into your feet, lift your hips from your chair and stand up. Then bend your knees, sit your hips back first, and then all the way down to your chair. Hands could be on your shoulders, opposite shoulders, or by your sides, but you'll take your chest forward until you feel your belly engage. Push into the soles of your feet, lift your hips away from your chair, come all the way up to stand, then flex at your hip creases, right? Sit your butt back, and then down to your chair. I'm going to do that 3 more times. You take the hand and the arm variation that you choose, lean forward, push and stand, and then fold forward, feel your belly engage, sit back down. We only have 2 more. Lean forward, push into your feet, feel your leg muscles engage to lift you up, and sit back and down. Just only 1 more time. Lean forward first, push into your feet, lift and stand all the way up. Exhale, you sit back and have a seat on your chair. Take your arms by your sides, hold on to the sides of your chair, and then pull your hips back. Let your back touch the back of your chair, and just place your palms in your lap. You can have hands down if you want. You can face your palms towards the ceiling. Either close your eyes or just soften your gaze towards your floor. Stay right where you are, and just take total awareness of your body. The top of your head that you grew towards the ceiling as we lengthened your spine. Notice how your neck feels after we took your head from side to side and rolled it around. What about your upper back? Your abdominals? Can you feel gratitude for the strength in your legs that just allowed you to root your feet towards the ground and then lift you to a standing position and helped you to sit back down to a seated position? Bring your palms together to touch in front of your heart. You can lift your gaze if you want to. It's like we started at the beginning of class. Rub your palms towards one another. Try to generate some heat between the palms of your hands. You can increase the speed of the rub of your palms. Pull your palms apart, and then place your palms over your heart and just feel the heat radiate and receive that heat with your heart. Let's take your palms back together to touch in front of your heart. Breathe in and breathe out. Namaste. And thank you for joining us for Chair Yoga again this Wednesday. We'll be back next Wednesday. So I hope to see you again then. Until then, enjoy the rest of your week. And